Okay, so this is a little task that's going to lead you through the process of creating a database for this fictitious company called a needed store. Okay, so the basic premise is that there's a whole bunch of data to be stored. Okay, we'll do a little diagram here to represent the data. Okay, that shape is meant to look like a disk. That's the standard shape of representing files of data. You can find them up here if you're really interested. Okay, so there's a store of data, and that data can then we can then extract it. We can look at it in various different formats. We may want to have a printout that we can actually hold in our hands, a piece of paper. We may want to have something written up here on the screen. Okay. So a printout in a database is called a report, and something that appears on the screen is called a form. Okay. Probably you've already realised, hopefully you've already realised, that this data is the tables. Okay, the tables within the database. Okay, so we've got our tables and the data being extracted into reports or into forms. Okay, so now there's outputs. Now we can also use things to input the data. We can use a form to input the data as well. So we can have our tables being completed by using a form. Obviously, we can't use a piece of paper to do that because paper doesn't interface very well with a computer. Now, the other thing that we have is the ability to choose what kind of data we want to extract from the database. So we don't just necessarily need to take all of the stuff from the table. So let's have a look here, for example, this report here. If we wanted to take that report and just say, for example, have a report of all the customers who have purchased something in the last week, what we would do is instead of extracting data from the whole table, what we would do is we would set up something called a query. In that query, selects a subset of the data and then represents it on the report. Okay, so a query is another item that you're going to make. So let's just sort of summarize that really. First thing that you're going to do, first thing to do is you're going to create a table. Okay. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to create some queries. Okay, that's going to be able to search your tables and extract certain data. The third thing you're going to do is you're going to create a report. That's going to be able to represent that data. The fourth thing is going to be you're going to create a form. Okay. After we've done that, what we're going to then look at together in class is we're going to look back at this, the creation of the tables, and look at a way to create tables in a more representative way. So rather than just having one table, which is called a flat file database, okay, so one table database, one table flat file database. What you're going to learn how to do in that next part is you're going to be creating a relational database. But that's going to be after the holidays. Okay? Before, what you're going to do is you're going to do these things, and you're going to do these on your own. So I've made some video tutorials that's going to teach you how to do all of these things. So you can follow those along. Any questions that you've got, post them up on the Facebook group, and I'm sure that throughout the course of the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to work through any issues that you're having, and you'll end up to a point where you've created a structured table of customers and various different queries that search that table, a couple of different reports that represent that data, and some forms that let you not only see the data, extract it, but also forms that let you enter the data into that table. So we're going to focus on just the customers aspect of this for now. Okay, I think you're ready to go on to the first video. The first video is all about creating that table. Remember, any questions? Post it up on the Facebook group.